Through a quick tutorial on how to make sure that when you're sharing your links and posting things on social media, that everything is showing up nice and pretty. So the first thing I want to show you is let's take an example. Let's pop on over to Facebook and let's look at let's look at what happens when I take our link for our website and I share it in Facebook. We can see it's fetching a really nice preview down here, but I can see that some of this description is cut off, and maybe I don't like how this is titled, or maybe I don't like this image here and I want a different picture. This doesn't really tell anybody anything about my business, and so it's not that useful. First thing, obviously, we can do is go through and we can select a different photo. We can check something like this, get a picture of me and Matt on there, or maybe we want to have Allie up on there. So we can make sure we're displaying visually like that. The other thing that we can do is if we go into our website, so whether you're on Squarespace, website, WordPress, or even if you're using Shopify for e-commerce, you can control this in a number of different places. I'm going to walk you through those. So if we get to our actual home page and we hit edit, we are going to scroll down and we have a nice handy plugin called Yoast SEO, in which you can see down here. There's more options in there. And we can go through and we can edit the snippet that's going to be in there. So you can see this branding, design, and photography was getting pulled from there. And then as we scroll in, we can see what image. So we can set specific titles to show up on Facebook. I can go through and I can find an image that's uploaded on our site to include on Facebook. So I'm just going to pick this one, the one that I had showed you before. And we can see that that's all of the settings. There's some other search result related settings there. And that's where everything's being pulled from. So pretty simple to edit there. If I wanted to go back to Facebook, let's say I pulled a different image. Let's use a different one entirely that we didn't use before. Let's say we just want to use this diamond. So we want to pull that, and that's what we're going to use. We hit update. As we go back to, if we go back to our homepage, it's not going to make any difference to the site's actual visitors. And if we go back to Facebook, let's get rid of this. And let's reload the whole page entirely and post this here. You can see it's pulling all the exact same image, even though we've saved something on the back end. And so one of the things that happens a lot is people want to make updates, and they make an update, and then they go back and share the link again on Facebook, and it's not showing up the way they would like. One of the things you can do a quick search for Facebook debugger. And what this does is it allows you to paste a link. So I'm just going to paste our Wonder GM link, and we hit debug. As we go through, we can see it's missing some properties in app ID, which is not important. And we can see that the first time this was scraped, or the last time it was scraped, was 2 minutes ago when I had first tried to share it and it had used this image. So because Facebook is trying to save resources, they don't go through and re-pull images all the time. Once links are shared, they save that information. So by clicking scrape again, it's going to reset. And let's see what it's telling us. Oh, so we exceeded the maximum file size allowed at 8 megabits. And the server was too slow. So we need to choose a different image. I knew that was going to happen, and I've done that before, and I wanted you all to see that we could just troubleshoot this. So as we go back to our page, we're going to go into WordPress. We're going to find our home page. Again, these settings show up for Squarespace and Shopify as well. Any website maker that you're using is going to have the same settings in here. We're going to go to home and hit edit. And then as we get into it, we're going to go back to these sharing options. We're going to change out this image. I'm going to hit upload. I'm going to go back to that picture of Matt and I. Kind of want to use a different picture than that. Let's see what we got here. Nothing. We're gonna use we'll use that. Let's use a random one of Allie and I from back in the day. This is old. Yeah, we use that one. That sounds good. Let's see. Hopefully our image isn't too big. I'm gonna hit update. I'm gonna go back to the debugger and wait till this saves. Now it's saved. Go back to the debugger. I'm gonna hit debug. See, it's picking this. It doesn't look good. We're gonna scrape it once again. It says we got another problem. Why is that happening? There we go. So now we've changed it and we've updated and we've sort of alerted Facebook to start using this image. Now, let's get out of here. Let's reset this whole thing. There we go. And we hit paste. And we can see that the image that's selected is the one that's appropriate to be used from the actual link. So Facebook debugger, nice thing. Same thing is true with Twitter. If you're sharing a link on Twitter somewhere and you need to get get something validated, we can hit to preview. Why is it unable to render my card preview? I might have to troubleshoot a different one. Why is that? Oh, I've been testing this for a while. It kicked me off Twitter. All right, so let's try that. And so we've got a problem going on here with the image that's being used. And so let's troubleshoot this a little bit. I think if I select a featured image, it should be nice to me. I'm going to use that logo. Because of how it's showing up over here, I'm going to use that logo. I'm going to hit update. Again, I just added a featured image. Nope, it added the featured image to the site, which is not looking fresh. All right, we got to get rid of that. We're going to figure this out. So remove this featured image. And Facebook is in here. I'm going to have to go add a setting to make it play with Twitter. So I'm going to hit enables, and we are going to pick summary with a large image. Save those changes. Now let's go back again. Let's hit preview card. Booyah! There we go. So because we had Twitter disabled, it wasn't uploading all of the correct parsing language for Twitter to pull the correct imagery. And so now whenever somebody shares a link, let's even see how this looks on Twitter directly. Let's go to Twitter. There we go. There we go. Shared. This is our website. And then we hit tweet. And let's see what we've got to say over here. And you can see the website is displaying this way. I'm going to go through and delete this so it's not just hanging out. If you saw this, congratulations. But it's not there. And so this is what's going on as far as formatting across Twitter and Facebook when you are sharing links. One of the things I would love you guys understand that when you share things on Instagram, links don't work when you put them in the captions. So just don't do that. It doesn't work. But Twitter, Facebook, if you have any other questions about a different network and how to test what kind of previews are being shown, just ask in the comments. Be happy to jump in there and help you out. Peace.